Chumash and Rashi, we are in the final parsha, Torah portion of the book of Bereshis, of the book of Genesis, and we're in the fourth reading. Let us get right into it. Okay, so fourth reading, we have the blessings today. The blessings today that Yaakov bestows upon his children, at least the beginning of it. It's lengthy. Let's get right into it. Okay. Vayikra Yaakov el banav, and Yaakov called to his sons, Vayomer, and he said, Hey, Osvu, gather, v'agida lachem, and I will tell you, es asher yikare eschem, that which will happen to you, which will befall you, v'achris hayamim, in the end of days. Rashi, agida lachem, and I will tell you, bigish lagal, this is a case. Yaakov wished to reveal the end of times to his sons. However, the Shechina was removed from him. The divine presence that would give him the capability to do that was removed from him. And he began to say other things. Why Rashi says that now is a good question, because it's really the next verse that kind of tells us that, right? Well, he kavtsu. So, because the next verse says he kavtsu, gather, which he said already in the previous verse. Hey, asfu, also a term of gathering, and now he's saying again, gather. The Shuma b'nei Yaakov, another gathering. It's a second gathering, meaning a second intent. First intent was to let you know the end of days, and now he's going to say different. He's going to give the blessings. The Shimu b'nei Yaakov, and listen, the sons of Yaakov, the Shimo el Israel, and listen to Israel, Avicham, your father. Okay, right into it. Ruvain, Becheri, Ruvain is my firstborn. Ata, you are Keichi, my strength. Reishis Oini, and the first of my Oini, of my Vait, of my strength. Another term, yeah, also. V'yeser al se'ez v'yeser eyes, and he's yeah, more strength and more power, right? First. Rashi in 3, Reishi Saini is the first of my vigor. What does it mean first? He's with the first drop, because he did not see a seminal emission during his lifetime until Ruvain was conceived. Oini, my vigor, keichi, my strength. Kamoi matzasi oin li. He just gives an example of it. I found myself strength. From the abundance of strength, to the powerless. Again, just showing the incidents where we see. Yeser says, greater by raising. Ruya, he said, you were fit to be greater than your brothers. To have the priesthood, as indicated by the term se'es, lashon nisios kapayim, which means raising of the palms, which the Kohanim do. Yeser is in a greater might. V'malchus, to having kingship. In others, you were supposed to be the kayin and the king, coming from you, in other words. As we see the term, you may give might to his king. And what caused you that you wouldn't get these advantages and that you lost these, right? What caused it? So next verse 4, Pachas Kamayim, because you were you were haste like water, right? Like water moves quickly, right? The Al Taisar Al Taisar Aki Alisa Mishkavim, and Al Taisar, and you will not, therefore you will not be the foremost. He translates over here, okay. Ki Alisa is Mishkavi because you brought up, you Mishkavi, my bed, place of sleep, Avicha, of your father. Az Chilalta Yitzuya Allah. Then you profaned the ascending of my bed. Right, the story of when Rachel passed away and he took the bed from Bilhah's tent and he brought it into his mother Leah's tent, right, feeling that that was the appropriate thing. So so Rashi in 4, Pachas Kamayim, you were haste like water. Hapachas Hela, haste and confusion, Hashem Miharta, that you hurried, Laharis Kaascha, to show your anger. Kamayim Halolu, like these waters, Maharin Lamerutza, awesome, that they hurry in their flow. The Kach Alte, so therefore you will not take more. Yeah, no, yeah, Taisa means more. Yeah, you're not going to take more. In other words, being the firstborn, you get more, but you're not going to take it. Not going to get it. Shaya Lacha, that was fit for you. What was the haste that you acted hastily? Because you mounted your father's bed. Then you desecrated the one God Almighty who ascended upon my couch. Shechina, the divine presence, which was the custom to ascend over my couch. God's presence was over my couch, my bed, and you removed it by taking my bed out of, again, Bilhah's tent and putting it into Leah's tent. Pachas, hey, shem davar, this is a noun. Therefore the accent is above. Patach, and it's vowelized with the patach. If it was a verb in the past tense. Then it would be half comes half a patach, pachaz. The tam lamata, and the accent would be below. Yitzui, my couch, Lashem Mishkav, it's a place to lie down. Hashem Shematzim, I say, meaning because you put a spread on it, right? That's where the term right, means the word actually means to spread. Like you spread sheets and in bed covering, right? Ayidei levadim, because of the felt covers, vesidinim, and the sheets. And we see similar in Torah of this establishment. Okay, verse number 5. So that's Reuven. Now we come to Shimon and Levi. They're both together. Shimon and Levi. Achim, they are brothers. Klei Hamas, Sehem. They are brothers, and weapons is their craft, which they went use the weapons in violence. Right, the story of Shem when Dinah got defiled. Rashi, Shimon Valevi Achim, Shimon and Levi, their brothers, Be'etza Achas, meaning they were of one mind al Shem regarding Shem. Val Yosef regarding Yosef, also concerning Yosef, right? When Yosef was coming to check on their brothers, so they said one to the other, let's go and kill him. And who are these two? That right? Im Taimar, and if you would say Ruvain or Yehuda, they did not agree in Yosef's killing, right? Because Ruvain wanted to return him, and Yehuda said to just put him into a pit. If you would say that they were the maid servants, right? The sons of the maid servants who were Bilhah and Zilpah. They did not have a real hatred, a total hatred towards him. Because he was a youth together with them. Right? Yisachar Zvulun, and Yisachar and Zvulun, who are Leah's kids, right? They wouldn't have spoken and to propose anything. In the presence of their brothers, that are older than them. Al Karcha, therefore your forces say Shimon and Levi, who are Shimon and Levi, they said, come and let us kill him. That was but it was Heim Karoim Aviyam Achim, and they are the ones that the father is calling them brothers. Others brothers, meaning over here, they're brothers with the same intent, right? That's what it means over here. Clay Chamas, they have stolen tools. Umnazu shel retzicha. This is a craft of murder. Chamasu biyadehem. It is a theft in their possession. Because that belongs to the blessing of Esav. So Yaakov is admonishing them, right? This is not the blessing that Yaakov got. Yaakov didn't get this blessing. Esav got the blessing that he's going to be, you know, no, that's what we just said. So okay, so let's learn what we're learning. This is a craft that belongs to Esav, and you robbed it from him. It doesn't belong to a Jew. It belongs to Esav. Their weapons, Lashon Klei Zayin, this means arms. Asayif Baloshin Yavani, a sword in the Greek language is mechareya. Alternatively, what does it mean? Mecharesehem, their weapons. In the land of their sojourns, and they conducted themselves with chamas and the tools of violence. This is what Uncle is how he translates it. As you conducted yourself with tools of violence. Okay. Verse 6. Abasadam, Basaidam, and in their soid means in their secret, right? Or conspiracy. Al tavai nafshi, my soul shall not come. Bikahalam, in their congregation, lo techad, al techad. You will al techad kavedi. My honor and glory shall not be united with them. Ki ba'apam hargu ish, because with anger they killed. Of a ritzainam ikru shor, and with their will they uprooted a bull. Okay, this is all metaphoric. Let's see what Rashi comes and tells us. Yeah, we're all following. In the secret, in the conspiracy, my soul should not enter. Was that speaking about? Zimri. This refers to the incident of Zimri. Yeah, if you remember in the book of Bamidbar, in the end of Parshas Pinchas, right? When no, what's his name? Pinchas, right? Slaughtered Zimri, right? He was a leader from the tribe of Shimon, that they gathered to make a conspire, Lavis Midyanis, to bring the Midianite women, Lifnei Moshe, to bring before Moshe, V'amrullah, and they said to him, Zu Asura, is this wife forbidden? Is this woman forbidden for a Jew to take as a wife from Miteris, or is she permitted? If you're going to say she's forbidden, Bas Yisrael, then the daughter of Yisrael, right? Who permitted her that you could marry her, Moshe, right? That was Yocheved. She was the daughter of Yisrael. Shmi B'davar. So Yaakov says, don't mention my name in there. As it says that Zimri was of Solu, was the leader from the house of the Shimon, because of Ben Yaakov, and doesn't say the son of Yaakov. Others, he's excluded from it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. They call in their congregation, Kishikolu Kairach Shuhu B'Shivtei Shel Levi, and when Kairach will congregate, and he's from the tribe of Levi, as Goleda, his entire assembly, Al Moshe Aaron to go fight against Moshe and Aaron, Al Techad Kavedi, do not unite my honor there. Sham there, Al Yisyached Imoyim Shmi, don't let my name be mentioned there. I don't want to have any mention there. Shenemar, as the verse says, Kerach ben Yitzhar. Kerach is the son of Yitzhar ben Kahas ben Levi. But it does say ben Yaakov. Eloi Nemar ben Yaakov. But Divrei Yamim, but in Chronicles, when the lineage of the sons of Kerach is given there uh, regarding the platform that the Levites would stand upon, right? So Nemar there, it does say Ben Kerach ben Yitzhar ben Kahaz ben Levi ben Israel. There it does say, right? But not in the incident of Kerach. Al Techad Kevedi, do not unite my honor there. Kavod Lashon Zacharhu. One second. Okay. So the word, kavod. Kavod is masculine. So it's necessary. You have to explain the words of Yaakov. That he's addressing the honor itself. Amen. He says, "Ata kvedi, you, my honor. Al tischad imahim, do not unite yourself with them. That you should not unite with them in burial." For in the anger you killed a man. This refers to Chamor and the people of Shechem, right? This is when they defiled Dinah. So why does it say you killed a man? Killed many. Because they were all considered nothing but like a single man. In other words, there are no match for Shimon and Levi. Uh, when they killed them. Similarly, it says by Gideon, he says Midian ki ish echad, and he shall smite Midian as a single man. Like it was in Egypt, it says, we say every day in Oz Yashir, a horse and its rider, he heaved into the sea. In singular, exactly. And this is its midrashic explanation. That, in other words, that they're like a single individual, that you are so overpowering them. Upshute, but the simple meaning is anashim harbe kereish, that many men can be called man. Kol echad la'atzmai, each one being viewed individually, be'apam, in their rage. Hargu, they killed, kol ish, shekaso olam, every man at whom they were angry. Mechain, and likewise. And similarly, bechain letarif, tarif, tarif. They learned to maul prey. Adam achal. Eat a man. Okay.
Devoured man?
Yeah. Last Rashi, but it's them ikushor, and with their desire, they uprooted an ox. Ratzulakos Yosef. They wanted to eliminate Yosef. Shenikra Shor, that he's called an ox. Shenemar, as it says, B'chor Shor Hodoloi. And in Deuteronomy, it says, chief of an ox, the glory is his. Ikra, in Old French, is asher retir. Lashin esuseim ta'aker. You shall hamstring their horses. Okay. 7. Arapam, cursed is their anger. Ki oz, and their fury. Apam ki oz, ve'evrasam like hashasa. There, like hashasa. Ki hashasa. Oh, ki oz, ve'evrasa. Okay. Cursed is their rage, for it is oz, it is strong, it is fierce. Ve'evrasam, and their fury, kikashasa, is harsh. Achalkim, I'm going to divide them. Another Shimon Levi. Be Yaakov amongst Yaakov, Afitim be Israel, and I will scatter them amongst Israel. Right. So let's see Rashi. No, let's wash. Cursed is their anger. Even at a time of rebuke, he didn't rebuke them. He rebuked only their rage. And this is what Bilam said. How can I curse when God doesn't curse them? Right? And where do we see that over here? Because Yaakov doesn't curse them, he curses their rage only. Achal can be Yaakov. So as a result, I will divide them amongst Jacob. Afridam zemizeh, I will separate them one from another. Shelo yeh Levi, that Levi should not be b'minyan hashvatim. It's not going to be numbered amongst the tribes of Israel. B'harei heim chalukim, and therefore they're divided from one another. That's one explanation. Davar acher, alternative explanation means me I'm going to separate them. Ein lacha aniyim v'seifim l'lamdin tinekes, that you do not have, that there are no poor people, scribes and teachers and young children, Elam Shimon, but from the tribe of Shimon, and they should nefutzim, in order that they should be scattered amongst the other peoples, right? And because that they right, Shifta Shalevi, and as far as the tribe of Levi, also Aksar al Granos, make them travel from threshold the truma to get their truma, and for the tithes, and also to futsosai, and he signed Levi the scattering derech kavod in a respectable manner, as opposed to Shimon. Shimon, it won't be respectable, right? Because they're going to be poor, and they're going to have to go around to collect. Yaakov also doesn't have means of livelihood, but I mean, not Yaakov, Levi, but they're going to get it in an honorable way because they get the tithes and they get the meiser. That the distinction between them. Okay. Continuing. Yeah. Yehuda. Ata yiducha achecha, your brothers will praise you. Yadcha ba'erif, your hand will be on the neck oivecha of your enemies. V'ishtachavu lecha b'nei avicha, and they will bow to you, the sons of your father. Okay. Okay. So Rashi. Ata Yehuda Ata Yeducha Achecha. Yehuda, your brother shall praise you, acknowledge you. The Fisha Echiach Esarishanim. So the first three, he rebuked them, right? Bekin Turim, with harsh terms. So Yehuda began to kind of back off. So that Yaakov shouldn't rebuke him. Tamar, because of the incident of Tamar. Kara Yaakov, and Yaakov called him, he called him in conciliatory words, Yehuda, You're not like them. He's not rebuking. Your hand will be on your enemy's neck. B'yamei David is referring to the times of King David, who was from the tribe of Yehuda. Tata li oirib. You have given me my enemies by the neck. It says by King David. B'nei avicha, your father's sons. Al shem sha'ayu minashim harbe, because they were from many wives.
Huh?
Amar, he didn't say, B'nei Yimecha, your mother's sons. And there shall be Yitzchak, like Yitzchak did. Okay, verse 9. Gur Aryeh. A lion cub. Yehuda is Yehuda. Mitera b'nei Alisa, that you raised yourself, b'nei my son. So you like you tear away my son, Alisa Kara Ravatskari, that you raise yourself over the prey and you lie down, you crouch, Ravat, you crouch, Kara, you crouch, Ravats, you lie, Kari, like a lion, Kalavi Mikimenu, like a fearsome lion, who dare rouse you. Yeah. Number 9, Gur Aryeh, a lion cub. Al David Nisnaba, this prophecy about King David. B'tchilas Gur, at first he was a cub. A Gur is a cub. V'yosh Shaul melech aleinu, when King Saul was king over us. Atayisa meitzi umeitzi, as Israel, you were the one who took Israel out to battle, who brought them back into battle. But at the end, Aryeh, you become a lion, not just a cub. When Israel has made you king over them,
Oh, oh,
Hmm. Um,
okay.
yeah, thank you. Okay. Miteref, from prey. From that which I suspect you. Kiteref Taref Yosef, that Yosef, you surely have been torn to bits. Chayarach alasu, yeah, because remember, he said that an evil beast that devoured him. So Yehuda, that's evil beast is Yehuda. Shenimshal la'aryeh, that he's compared to a lion. Thank you.
Amen.
So, okay. Bnei Alisa, son who went up. This means Salakta Tzatzmucha, you withdrew yourself, Amarta, and you said, Ma Betza, what gain will we have if we kill him? Lo mi harigas Tamar. Similarly, you withdrew from killing Tamar. Shahida, that you admitted, Sadka admitted that she was more righteous than me. Fika kare Ravatz, therefore he blessed him to crouch and lay down. And the blessing was fulfilled in the days of Shloimeh, King Solomon, who also comes from the tribe of Yehuda. That in his times, everybody had livelihood and everybody lived in peace. Okay. Let's keep on moving and slow down here. Lo Yasser Shevet Yehuda, and will not be removed the shevet, the scepter from Yehuda. A mechayik mibein ragla, and the mechayik, the lawgiver between his feet, which means his descendants. Ad yavai Shiloi, until comes Shiloi, which means Mashiach. V'lo yikas amim, before whom nations will assemble. Wow. That's reference to Mashiach, yeah? Right? Lo Yasser Shevet Yehuda, the scepter shall not depart from Yehuda, David Vela, from King David onwards. These are the heads in Babylonia. That they dominate people by the staff. Because they're appointed by royal authority. By the staff of the king, they're appointed. In other words, starting from King David, even into the times that we were exiled amongst the Babylonians. So the leadership will come from Yehuda. Until, yeah. The lawgiver between his feet, Talmidim, the students, Elanisia, Eretz Yisrael, these are the leaders in the land of Israel, the princes in the land of Israel. Ad Yavai Shila, until Shilai arrives, which is Melech Mashiach. That's a reference to Melech Mashiach, Shem Melucha Shalai, because the kingship is his. And likewise, Unkelis, he translates, interprets it this way, Midrash but Midrash Shilai says Sar Shalai is a gift to him. They will deliver a gift to the revered one. So it's not referring to Mashiach, but the gifts that come to him. I don't know what that means. Loi yikasami, to him, there'll be assembly of nations. Safa sa'amim, the gathering of nations. Sha'yud ikad b'yisoid, the yud is essential to the root of the word. And the word yikas, kama yifa secha, so this is some grammar over here. Okay. 11. Oiser, Oisri, will tie Legefen Iroi to the grapevine. You will tie Iroi, his donkey. Olasreika, B'nei Oisainoi, and to the Sreika, the vine branch his donkey. Kabes, kibes, yayin, levushay, and he will launder his clothes with wine. Kibes means to launder, yayin with wine, levushay his levush, his clothing, obedam anavim, and with the blood of the grape, susai, his susai translate here is okay, his cloak. Okay, let's see what this is all about. L'chaim, l'chaim. Okay. Asuri Geffen Iroi, he ties his male donkey to the vine. Nisaba al Eretz Judah, there's a prophecy on the land of Judah. Shetir Sheves Yain, that will draw forth wine, Kimayin like a spring. Ish Yehuda, a man in the tribe of Yehuda, Yesar Legefim, it will tie to the vine, Ir Echad, one male donkey, Yetenu Gefen Achas, and they'll load it up from one vine. Now, the one vine will give so much to load a donkey.
Twice?
No. Mitzayrik Echad Bein Osin Echad, and from the one vine grape will load up a she donkey, a female donkey. So Reka, a branch. The word Aruka is a long vine branch. And in Old French, it's correda. Correda. Kabes yain, he launders his garments with wine. Kolash and ribu yain, this is an expression of abundance of wine. Susoi, his robe, lashin mean beged, it's a type of garment. And ladimi b'mikra, there's nothing similar to it in the entire Torah. Oisrei, that means kamay oiser, like he ties. Dugmas mekima miafar dal. Hayeshu v'shamayim, yeshvi b'chein b'nei yaseina b'inin zeh. Okay. The Onkelos Tirgim, and Onkelos interprets is Melech HaMashiach, and referring to the King Mashiach. Geffen Heim Yisrael. And the vine refers to Israel. It's a metaphor for Israel. The Irai, and Irai, which we said was a donkey, is Yerushalayim, because Ir means also city. Right? Well, because the word donkey here also means Ir, means city. Just a different conjugation of the word, right? The Sereka Israel and grapevine refers to Israel. Anechi nataticha seirek, and I planted you as a grape branch.
Noble one.
Okay. And Onkelos, and said that he built his temple, Lashon Shar HaEsain, the gate of entry, the Sefer Yecheskel. Okay. They also translate this and render this verse in a different manner. Gefene letzadikim. So he's just giving different metaphors to the idea here, right? That the grapevine refers to tzaddikim, righteous people. B'nai Yisainim, and the female donkey refers of the Raisa Ba'ulfan, those who devote themselves to the study of Torah, right? That they have the yoke, because they have the yoke of Torah study upon them. Kibas yain, and the laundering of wine, of your garment in wine, that refers to the garments of fine purple cloth, which resembles the color of wine. It's even in hulash and susai, and colored things in Onkelos' translation. Shaisha Lavashtan, the woman wearing them. Shen ish alabashim, when a woman wears them, can we say zisa b'ahem it's a zachar? That means to entice a male, litaneinaba, that the man should look at her. Avra b'seinu, and our sages said, Pesha b'Talmud, explain the Talmud Lashon asosas shichrus, enticement of drunkenness. Mesechtes Subais alayayin. Shema Taimar Eina Maravet, that it does not intoxicate. Talmud Laimar Susai, enticing, intoxicating quality of wine. Okay, I'm going to continue. I'm not going to stop. Chachlile einayim miyayin, eyes that are flushed from wine, from drinking wine. Leven shinai mechalav, and teeth that are white.
Milk.
Yeah, from milk. Let's see Rashi. Chachliche, lashon oidem, that's a redness. Kitargumai, as Uncle says. Chen mish et chachlile einayim, whose redness of eyes. Shekain, just giving an example. Shekain shesayayin, those who drink wine, eineim dimim, their eyes become bloodshot. Mechei levin, from milk. Mirayv chalaf, because the abundance of milk, yeah, ba'artzer, that will be in the land, mireh taiv, that will be good pasture. Yeah, mireh taiv, from good pasture. Ledrei tzayin, for the flocks of sheep. And Pirshav Mikra, Adam Einayim, that it will be red-eyed, mirayv yayin, because of the abundance of wine. V'lovin l'shinayim, and have white teeth, mirayv chalav, from the abundance of milk. Okay. Well, the feed Targumai, according to the Onkelis's explanation, Einayim Lashon Harim, eyes imply mountains. Shemisham Tzayfim Limirachad, because your eyes can see afar from on top of a mountain. They also interpret this in different ways. Lashon Mayanais, meaning springs, well springs. V'kiluach HaYakovim, outpouring of the wine presses. V'nava Yakovim Shalai, the wine presses of Lashon Arami, who this Aramaic term. The Masechtas Avodah Zorah, that's found in the tractate of Avodah Zorah. Navar Techu, the wine press you shall clean with scalding water. Yachavim Yakumis. Okay. 13. So we're finished now with Yehuda, Zvulun, Lachayf Yamim Yishkain. And Zvulun, he will dwell by the seashores. V'hu Lachayf Aniyais, and he will go on the Lachayf Aniyais, to the harbor by the ships. Yakisei al Tzidain, the border will reach until Tzidain. Rashi, L'chayf Yamim, by the seashore. Al Chayf Yamim, Tia Artzai, his land will be by the seashore. Chayf Ketargum Svar. The word Chayf over here means Svar, meaning by the seashore. Meraka Balaz, Marche, in Old French. Zvulun will be constantly be found by the shore of ships, by the harbor front, because the ships will bring merchandise. Because Zvulun will be engaged in commerce, right, with shipping. And he will provide food for the tribe of Yisachar. The tribe of Yisachar, they would engage in Torah study. And this is what Moshe says later on when he blesses the tribes of Israel. Rejoice, Vulan, in your going forth and doing business. In other words, Yisachar be'olecha, and Yisachar in your tent, meaning studying of Torah. Zvulun Yotzev Mataya, because Zvulun will go out for commerce. Yisachar Oisei B'Torah Ba'olim, and Yisachar will engage in the study of Torah in the tents. The Yarkasei al Sidon, at the end is at Sidon. Seif Gvuloi, the end of his boundary. Yes, Samach at Sidon will be near Sidon. Yarkasei Seifei. How many Yarkasei? Hamishka. Okay, 19. Yisachar Chamor Gerem Roivetz Ben Pasayim. So Yisachar, strong-boned donkey, resting between the towns. Rashi, Yisachar Chamor Garim. Yisachar, strong-boned donkey. Chamor Baal Atzamais, a strong-boned donkey, Sevel Ol Torah, meaning he bears the yoke of Torah. Kichamor Chazak, like a strong donkey, that can hold up a big load. Masikovi. Reivetz ben Mishpa Sayim, he's crouching between the boundaries. Kichamor Mahala B'Yom V'Layla, like a donkey that goes by day and by night. He has no lodging in a home. Never lodges indoors. When he wants to rest, Reivetz ben Atchumim, he rests between the limits. Between the cities, that he transports merchandise. He's always on the go. So he's always on the go and learning Torah, never resting.
Look forward to.
The Yar Menucha, and he will see a resting Kitoy because it's good. Because the land is pleasant, and his shoulder will accept the burden of rigorous Torah study, its duty, and it will be faithful laborer. Wow. Right. Rashi. Yisachar Chamor Garam, Chamor Baal Atzamais. He is Yisachar, Yar Menucha Kitoy, 15. He sees a resting place that it was good. Ra Bechalkai. He sees it in his portion of the land of Israel, Eretz Mevorechos, a blessed land. V'teva Lahitzi Peiros, and it's good to yield, that it yields fruit. V'yet Shichmai Lisboel, and he bent his shoulder to bear old Torah, the yoke of Torah. And he became Cholechav Israel, to all of the brothers of Israel, a mas oiver, as an indentured laborer. What I mean, to provide for them, hayra, practical decisions, shel Torah. Because they have the yoke of Torah upon them, they provide guidance to the rest of the Jewish people. V'sidrei burim, the arrangement of the leap years. Shenamar, it says, B'nei Yisachar Yodea Bina Liitim, that the sons of Yisachar, they understand the times. L'das Ma Yasi Israel, what the Jewish people should do. Rashi Masayim, the heads were 200. Masayim Rashi Sanhedrin Zehemid. Yisachar established 200 heads of the highest court. So all of the brothers acted by their word. Right? But Yet Shichmai, and he bent his shoulder. Yishpila Shichmai, he lowered his shoulder. Kamoi Yet Shamayim, like he bent heaven. How to Aznechan, bent your ear. But Onkelos interprets it a different way. He bent his shoulder to bear battles, and to conquer territories. al Sfar, because they live at the border. The Ya'ayev, and the enemy would come, Kavish Tachtav, subdued beneath him, Lemas Oiver, as an indentured laborer. So he learns it differently. And let's finish off over here. Dan Yadin Amay Ke'echad Mishivte Israel, and Dan will avenge his people. He will. It's people of their enemies. The other tribes of Israel will unite behind him. 16. Dan Yadinim Amayim, and Dan will gain justice for his people. Yinkleim Nikmas Amayim, he will take a vengeance for his people. Niplishtim, this is from the Philistines. Kamay, as it says, Yadin Hashem Amayim, as it says later on about. Okay.
Look what you watch.
Ke'echad Mishivti Israel, as one of the tribes of Israel, called Israel, the Yu Ke'echad Imai, all of Israel will be one with him. As Kulam Yadin, and he will vindicate all of them. Al Shima in Niba Nevuazu prophesies about Samson, Shimshon, because he comes from Dan. But Idea Shafar Ke'echad Mishivti Israel. You can also have meaning like one of the unique tribes, David, Sheba Yehuda. Okay. Be Dan, and Dan will be Nachash, a snake, al derech, on the road, Shififoin, a viper, ale oirach, on the pathway, Haneshech, that bites, Ikve sus, the heels of a horse, Vipo rechve ocher, and the rider will fall backwards, because the horse will die and it will fall backwards. Okay. The Shifain, the serpent, who Nachash, V'aniaimer, Shekar Kain, he's called this, Al Shem Shehu Noishev, because he hisses. Kamaisha Ata Jeshuva Alkev, and you will hiss at the heel. Aneshach Ikve Sus, he bites the horse's heel. Kal Darko Shel Nachash, that's the way of a snake. The Mu'ul Nachash, Jacob compares Dan to a snake. Aneshach Ikve Sus, it bites the horse's heel. The Iparech Vayacha, and the rider will fall backwards. Shalei Naga, that the snake did not touch the rider. We find this regarding Samson. He held the two pillars, right? The Shal Gag Mesa, and the roof, and those on the roof died without Shimshon touching them, like the snake, right? The Unkelos here game, and he interprets it as the Chabiza Chorman, like a churman snake. Shem min nachash is a certain type of snake. She'ein refuah l'nishiyachasei. There's no cure for its bite. V'hutzi faini, and it's like a viper. V'kor chorman al shem she'eisei akol cherib. Because why it's called chorman? Because it makes waste of everything. V'kefisvina shel pesin. Okay. Last verse, Hashem, and I hope for your salvation, God. Rashi, the Shuascha, Niznaba Yaakov prophesies over here, Shinakru Plishtim es Einav, that the Philistines will take out Samson's eyes, the say Leimar, and he will be destined to say, Sachreni Nov, Zaskeni no, Achapam, please remember me, please give me strength, just time. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Couldn't believe it.
All right.
I did. Or David. More?